Boris Johnson has insisted he's getting on with the job of running the country as he faces yet more calls to quit over Downing Street lockdown parties. The Labour leader renewed his attack on the PM in the Commons today, accusing him of misleading MPs by previously saying that no rules had been broken. Our political editor, Andy Bell, joins us from Westminster. And Andy, this was the first Prime Minister's question since police issued the fines. What was your take on it?
Well, you certainly had opposition MPs lining up to say that the Prime Minister should resign, but crucially, from Boris Johnson's point of view, the MPs he worries about are the ones on his own side, Conservative MPs, and I think there was quite a good show of support for him there, so he'd be happy about that. Actually, unusually today, as well as the weekly confrontation at Prime Minister's Questions, we had another confrontation between MPs and the Prime Minister at something called the Liaison Committee. This happens a couple of times a year, where chairs of the select committees at Parliament get to question the Prime Minister, and that happened this afternoon, and one MP, an SNP MP, Pete Wishart, asked the Prime Minister what he would do if he received one of these fixed penalty notices. Surely, he said, he'd have to resign.
If you are served with one of them, you're pretty much toast, aren't you? I mean, no Prime Minister could possibly survive being found of criminality for the very rules that Prime Minister set. You'd be finished if you got one.
Well, with deepest respect to you, Pete, I don't in any way wish to minimise the importance of the issue and your point, but I just want to return to what I've said, and that is that that would come under the category of running commentary in my view.
He's not getting away from the questions, is he? Boris Johnson also been asked whether he accepts that the law has been broken. Tell us more about that.
Clearly believe the law's been broken because they've issued these 20 fixed penalty notices. The Justice Secretary, Dominic Raab, said the same this morning. But the one phrase that the Prime Minister in Downing Street will not repeat on the record is that there has been criminality, that the law has been broken with regard to what allegedly went on in Downing Street. And you heard the Prime Minister there talking about he's not going to give a running commentary. That is essentially his line on this now. He is saying when all of this is over, by which he means the police investigation, that will be the point when he will say more, when he will speak. But up to now, he's sticking to this line, no running commentary, and they won't even say that they accept that criminality has taken place.
All right. Andy, thanks very much for that.